and welcome to another video. My name's Alex, I'm your Disney dog down under, and welcome to day 5 of our trip to Hamilton Island in the Whitsundays. As you can probably tell by my get up for today, we're actually playing golf today. Well, I'm playing golf. Amy's gonna come along for the ride in the golf buggy and enjoy the views, because we're playing on Hamilton Island Golf Club today, which is on its own private island, just a 10-minute ferry across the water from where we are at the moment. Very excited, as I've heard the views are amazing, and it's a proper championship course, so it's going to be quite challenging to play as well. And after that, we've got a lunch in the clubhouse on the island as well. So very looking forward to it, as I'm a big golf fan. And I play quite a lot locally in Adelaide, but looking forward to trying out a new very different course. So we're just going to pop down to the marina on the buggy and catch the ferry over. So we'll see you when we're over there. Alright, so here we are at the Hamilton Island Golf Club ferry terminal. It's a separate terminal to where the area where we got the cruise Whitsundays to Whitehaven Beach was. They've got their own sort of private jetty here. So we're just going to wait for the ferry over.
Venomous snakes in the area.
Bit terrifying.
Thank you, Australia. There was a guy on the boat who said that this is the only, if not one of the only courses in the world where you can see the ocean from every single hole.
That's pretty cool. Driver Amy, what are your thoughts on our course experience so far?
Yeah, pretty good. Look at the view.
I mean, that's a pretty good view for a golf course. For me, the course experience so far has been amazing. The tee shots, I've actually hit a few good ones, which is quite nice. But the fairways have been very wet and boggy, and have been sort of kind of squelching around, which is a bit of a shame. But really loving it so far. We're just playing the 9 holes today, so we've just done the first 3, 6 more to go, and we'll see how we go. So we've just driven up to the 5th hole, and just the casual view from the tee here. That is absolutely stunning. Alright, so just showing you the features of our golf buggy today. It's satellite GPS, so you can see this is the 9th hole, the last hole of our round. It's a dogleg right, 295 metres. If I go on the screen here, I can touch how far it is to the end of the first bit of the fairway. I can see it's 229 metres, which I'm not going to outdrive that with my distance, so I can safely use a driver and we'll see how we go. One of the most amazing rounds of golf, not in terms of skill, but in terms of the location that I've ever played. Really enjoyed that. So now we're back off to the clubhouse to have some lunch, so we'll see how we go. Alright, so here we are at lunch in the clubhouse of the golf club. Amy's tucking in some fries. What have we got here?
Clubhouse burger. And you have barramundi,
which is the fish of the day with some lovely looking asparagus on the bottom, which is one of my favourite veggies. And we've got a couple of glasses of wine, Riesling and some Sauvignon Blanc. And we're looking forward to tucking in. Alright, so I made a few purchases in the shop. Bit of a splurge today. I got a couple of really nice shirts. This is an FJ sort of palm tree shirt, which is quite nice. Hamilton Island golf club there on the arm sleeve. And I also got a really nice Under Armour one as well. It's navy, which again has the, if you can see that, the Hamilton Island on the sleeve. So looking forward to wearing those when I get back home. And we're just going to head back to the island now and enjoy the sunshine this afternoon. Alright, so we're back in the hotel room now after that really nice morning playing golf on the Hamilton Island golf course. Such a nice course. I've never played on anything like that before. The views out of the ocean. There's lots of sort of mounds where you don't know where your ball is until you're literally right next to it because you can't see over. There's lots of blind spots. There's one point where I accidentally teed off, and thankfully it was a really bad tee shot because I could have hit some people because I didn't know that they were there because they would be up beyond a mound. But anyway, we're going for dinner now. We're all dressed up for our last night out here in Hamilton Island. Oh, sad times. So we're going to the cocktails at One Tree Hill. That's it. Thanks, Amy. So it's included in our package. We got two free cocktails and a sharing platter. So very much looking forward to that for the sunset views. Alright, so we moved to the GoPro due to the technical difficulties. Our voucher got us this share platter. So we've got salted meats, some sun-dried tomatoes, a bit of garlic and some crackers. A couple of glasses of wine. I've got for a sparkling rosé and Amy's got for a Sauvignon Blanc. What do you think of the view?
The view is nice. The lack of seating is not great. The lack of bar staff is not great.
Yeah. It's very, very busy here.
Yeah.
Very, very busy.
I don't think I would come back. I don't think it's worth it.
Fair assessment. But while we're here, we're going to enjoy these stunning views.
Think about cocktails?
Well, we had some glasses of wine because they didn't have the cocktails available, which was a bit of a shame. The platter was good, but I think the whole experience, I would say, if you have the voucher, then use it, but I wouldn't end up paying for it because just the number of people here, there is hardly any seating, and you feel in a rush to finish all of your sort of drinks and your food before you head out to take some pictures of the sunset. But yeah, so I probably, if you've got it included, I'd go for it, but otherwise it's not sort of a necessary thing to do. But we're here now just enjoying the view of the sun going down. It's official sunset in about 10 minutes.
With all of the island.
And we've got pretty much the whole of Hamilton Island here with us.
Welcome to Amy's Flat. Where the party's at.
Right, after that craziness, we're back down, on our way down to the marina, just because a little bit still peckish after that platter that we had, so we're just going to share. Well,
and we had something to eat at like 4:35.
Yeah,
That's
it's an early dinner, to be fair. So, don't mind Amy's driving now. So we're going to head down to the marina to share some fish and chips because we didn't try that the other night. That sunset experience was an interesting experience to say the least. The views were really nice.
I would do it for the views, but not to pay for a drink, expecting to sit down and enjoy the view.
Yeah. So if you're going to go for a drink and things, it's really difficult to sort of appreciate where you are and drink in a calm environment, given how many people there are and how few staff there are to serve you.
And there's no cocktails, even though 2 cocktails were included.
Yeah. So we got served a couple of glasses of wine because they said that they weren't doing the cocktails anymore. Whatever. I mean, to be fair, if they had started serving cocktails, the wait would have been even longer for drinks. So that's probably why. But it seems like they could do a lot better in terms of making a whole sort of other section of seating for us to enjoy. So yeah, we're just going to head down to the marina, buggying down, and we'll see you there. Alright, so we're back in the hotel room now after having a impromptu fish and chips. We went down to the marina to Popeyes to get some fish and chips. The bit of fish was quite small, although quite thick. It was quite a meaty fish. So we actually got some chicken fingers as well, but there were actually way too many of those, so we still ended up with way too much food. But hey ho. It was quite funny because we were sat out, so they have some sort of sit-down sort of tables with parasols outside of the Popeyes, looking out the marina. But just as we were about to sit down and eat the food, it chucked it down with rain, and we made a decision to quickly scarper on the buggy and get back to our hotel as fast as we could. We didn't escape all of the rain, but I think if we'd stayed any longer, we'd have got absolutely drenched. So we ended up having a nice sort of chill meal in the room with the fish and chips and everything. And yeah, so we've just been finishing packing our suitcases because it's our last night. We go home tomorrow. Very sad. But it's been another amazing day. The golf was just absolutely incredible. For me, someone who literally, I play golf sort of 2-3 times a week, and to play on a course like that was just an unforgettable experience. And I definitely want to come back at some point to play the full 18 holes. Play the 9 holes, it cost about, from memory, $125, and then you've got to add sort of rental clubs on top of that, but so worth it if you like golf, and even if you're sort of with a non-golfer as Amy is, just to come along for the experience of the views and taking it all in, taking some pictures, definitely worth doing. And then we had that interesting sunset experience with the One Tree Hill sort of included platter. So we got, as part of our deal, we got this sort of voucher which said 2 cocktails and a sharing platter worth the price of $51. They didn't give us the cocktails, they gave us some wine, and it was crazy busy. The views themselves were really, really nice, but it was very, very busy. So if you're not a fan of crowds, then probably something to think about potentially skipping and trying to see the sunset somewhere else on the island. But yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for today. We've just got a few things that we're going to be doing tomorrow before we fly back out, and we'll catch you then in the next video. Catch you later.